By the way, it's been many, many years since I watched wrestling. But a guy was telling me that Dennis Miller was on wrestling Monday night.
Oh, he must have been the guest host. The guest general manager that they do every Monday night now.
Now, Dave, I know you and Sam do a wrestling wrap-up. Why is Dennis Miller on this show? And what did he do?
If Fez is correct, he did a guest host, and he just did a Dennis Miller monologue. I didn't get to see all of it. Sam saw a bunch of it. And
Did Sam hate it?
He told me frighteningly that it went over, so to speak.
Sam likes everything that the wrestlers do.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he said that.
Are you still happy with wrestling, Fez?
Oh, no. It's so PG rated now. This guest general manager thing takes away from the show. The show's 2 hours long, and they dedicate so much time to these guest general managers. They've had people
You're not a general manager.
Right.
How are you a general manager?
Because supposedly Dennis Miller, runs the show that night and is the booker man. He gets to make the matches for that night.
I need somebody who's solid. I don't, and they do this every week?
Yeah, they've had Al Sharpton do it, Cedric the Entertainer, who ended up wrestling in a mask.
Why would he wear a mask?
Because there was another wrestler in the same mask hiding under the ring. That was supposedly Cedric when he came back out.
So was that Coco Beware?
It might have been Mark Henry.
Really?
Yeah, sexual chocolate.
Mark Henry's still around?
Oh, yeah, world's strongest man. Yep. He's still around. Freddie Prinze Jr. did it one week. Jeremy Piven came out to promote SummerSlam and called it Summerfest.
Do the fans like this, or...?
No, not any fans that I've ever talked to. It's just a complete waste of time.
Does Sam like it?
Yeah, I think he does.
Grab us, Sam. I'm going to try to understand this thing. I need to hear from the wrestling fans what's going on in wrestling anymore.
When they bring Nancy O'Dell out from Access Hollywood to run wrestling for a night, it's just ridiculous.
Here's Chris in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Fez, you're worried about wrestling being PG. You realize it's for children, right?
Yeah, what they've done is they've toned it down so much, it's not for the true wrestling fans, the fans that have been there for years and years. They've toned it down that much.
When they turn 12.
Well, Fez, the two things that he runs into trouble with for some reason is wrestling storylines and children's holiday classics. Furious about Rudolph and stuff like this. Sam, welcome to the Ron and Fez show.
Thank you for having me.
And you know Sam from, of course, the Sam and Dave show and Special Delivery and all the great work he's doing for O&A. By the way, Davey Mack, that's an introduction.
You're right.
I just did for him.
We're not professional yet.
Sam, what the hell's going on with wrestling? I didn't know about this co-host, co-manager thing.
The guest host?
Yeah, the guest host.
Well, they basically said their kind of company line is that they're the new place to go that SNL used to be for celebrities when they're promoting something. So,
really?
Yeah, that's what they say now.
So Nancy O'Dell would have gotten to host Saturday Night Live?
She turned them down to do Raw.
Do we have a single person who's ever hosted Saturday Night Live hosting the Monday Night Raw?
I think Al Sharpton might be the one crossover.
They had
Al
Jeremy.
Sharpton hosted Saturday Night Live?
I think he did.
They had Jeremy Piven. I don't know if he ever hosted SNL, though.
So, do you like this angle?
I do. I like anything that gets wrestling out to the mainstream. And
Why?
Because I like to see people reporting on wrestling. I like wrestling getting some publicity.
So you like when people know what's going on there. It's not for the fans. It's for the people who aren't fans.
Yeah, this is not something that's for the hardcore wrestling fans.
Right.
This is just trying to get that mass appeal up.
Yeah, to get people to know about it and get it bigger.
They just want to get on TMZ. Like, you can tell when the guest host is on which part is their fingers crossed, let's hope this gets on TMZ part.
I gotcha. All right, now I'm understanding a little bit better. So here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I saw the past Monday night And let me tell you how terrible it was. Dennis Miller was hosting the Slammies for the 2009 Slammy Awards, and of course he comes out with his monologue, gives the bad jokes, and no one, sits there and understands it. And then sure enough, he's got to make the little guest a little laugh so that everyone can kind of gather the information. It's terrible. It really is bad. And Fez, by the way, Clinton's name was Evergreen, by the way.
That was Hillary.
Evergreen was when Barbra Streisand would come over, just drop her big hit song. So you're not a fan. I mean, you're a fan, Fez, you're not.
I am not a fan.
And you haven't been happy with your wrestling for a long time.
No, that's the personalities seem watered down.
Why don't you quit watching it? It's up against football. Every week I ask him if he caught the fucking game last night. He's like, no, I watched wrestling.
The one thing, if I may agree, when I went to Raw with Sam is, Fez, I think he's right on one thing. There's too many guys with normal names, like Fred Jerrickson.
Come on, Fred Jerrickson, everybody.
There's no wrestler named Fred Jerrickson.
If I was wrestling now, I'd change my name to that.
But there's no, the butterfly or the goblin, whatever. There's no characters anymore.
You like the butterfly.
I like characters, so I agree with Fez.
I like that idea.
I used to be a caterpillar, but now I'm a butterfly.
That'd be a great angle.
And with me is Madam Butterfly.
The pussy wrestler. I'm going to fly over
So
you.
why don't you quit, Fez? Why don't you tap out, as they say?
Because I know wrestling has gone through fluctuations over the years, and I keep hoping it's going to get good again. I keep watching, thinking I'm going to see something great again in professional wrestling. I mean, I could help them if they wanted me to. I could help them put back together the WWE.
You believe him, Sam? Or
Well, Vince McMahon is a brilliant
he's kind of
genius.
considered a genius.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If Fez thinks,
we have
taking nothing away from Fez, of course.
See, I have no idea. Are the shows doing well with the general public? Are the ratings there or no?
They're not what they were in the Attitude Era when it was really hot.
That was my favorite time.
Of course. I mean, there's no better time. But
Thank you. Because Fez and I bitched about that before. Because Fez says it's the '80s. When people used to be able to bring animals. No. And I said it was that whole hardcore era that they had.
In the 80s, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it was in the late 90s, you had no idea what was going to happen. You couldn't believe it was even on television half the time.
Right. It had sex, drugs, and rock and roll all together.
Here's what I would do for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Point 1.
Point?
Of my 6-point plan.
How many points do you have?
I have a 6-point plan to fix the WWE.
Yeah. All right, first of all, I would put as your point 1, find a date. I almost said girlfriend, but why limit? All right, point 1, Fez Whatley's 6-point plan. And would you be, I know that you know all the guys up there, right?
Yeah.
Would you be kind enough to drop off this plan?
I will, yes.
I'll type it up for you if you need.
Well, he's going to have the audio.
Point 1, stop with the guest hosts. Get rid of the guest general managers. It's obvious. It's point 1 right off the bat.
Point 2, bring back Todd Pettingale. Why are you getting rid of them?
Because we just heard what Dennis Miller did. He came out and did a monologue before we even got into any wrestling stuff. Why take up so much time?
Todd Pettingale,
it's a wrestling show.
Todd Pettingale used to host the Slammy Awards, and he'd do a Billy Crystal type song about the wrestlers. I don't see how that's better than Dennis Miller doing jokes.
I don't understand how he's still working.
Yeah.
What nude pictures does he have of Scott?
Point 2. Get a real world champ and stick with him. Who's the WWE champ now? Is it Sheamus?
Bruno Sammartino.
Bruno. Not Bruno.
Well, didn't Bruno have it for 18 years?
Yes.
I don't know if the excitement level would still be there.
But at least go, 6 months.
Who's your champ?
I would go with Triple H. He's the best they have. Put the belt on him. Make him unstoppable. Nobody can get past the game. And at least give it to him for 6 to 9 months.
All right, did you just invent that kind of slogan, nobody can get past the game?
Probably the game said that at some point. I don't know.
I would say nobody could beat the game.
So that's point 2.
Want to play the game?
These are quick points.
Yeah.
Put the belt on a legitimate, good, popular name, good or bad, popular,
And then say nobody can get past it.
and then nobody beats him for a while.
The thing is that John Cena is selling more T-shirts than anyone else. So
That's who they decide to make the...
I mean,
If you sell the T-shirts, you can win it all?
they're not going to turn a guy heel, and they're not going to start putting him on a losing streak if all the kids and the women are still buying his shirts. I mean, he's making
Right.
money. But Sheamus is the current champion of the WWE as of Sunday.
A lot of Sheamus shirts out there.
Who's Sheamus, and what does he do?
He is the Celtic Warrior.
Yeah, you
I
want
like that.
characters. Sheamus, the Celtic warrior.
That guy
like
is
that.
great. That guy is great. That was one of the guys I liked that Raw.
Let me take a look at Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior.
Big red head with a flat top.
All right, that's like Davey Mack. He's the Davey Mack of the WWE.
How do you spell this guy?
I think it's Sheamus with an SH.
There you
Oh,
go.
here he is. These computers are great, huh?
Well, Mars has this on the syrup portal.
There he is.
All right. I remember Sheamus because he did that thing where he ate at McDonald's 3 meals a day for 30 days.
No, that's you're thinking of Morgan Spurlock.
That isn't Morgan Spurlock.
No.
I'm Sheamus, and I'm going to be eating at McDonald's.
Let me guess. You're going to get fat.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, really? Maybe it was all the McDonald's you ate. Not a very enlightening movie.
By the way, I'm having fries later.
Right.
All right, so Sheamus.
Sheamus is the champion.
Point 2 is Sheamus keeps going to McDonald's.
No, we get a world champion that can carry the belt
What-
and keep it for some time.
What about keeping Sheamus there?
Sheamus is awesome.
Sheamus is a mess.
That's exactly what you said. Dave was talking about a character.
He's
Yeah.
great, man. I love this guy.
Character's
Is he really
good.
Irish? Is he from Ireland?
I mean,
from-
he's pale as can be.
He's
But
from
is he
Tampa.
Does he talk that way?
He's got a heavy Irish accent.
that
one
comes
horse.
and goes.
like a karma chameleon?
But so far, the plan is no more guest hosts, and keep the world title on Triple H.
Yes.
Okay.
And keep the world title on somebody for a decent amount of time.
Sheamus's
All right.
accent was like Cameron Diaz in Gangs in New York. It just didn't work at all. Hello, I'm a wrestler. Grab you in a headlock, I will.
Wouldn't she make a better co-host out there, whatever they call it?
Guest host.
Point 3 on how to fix WWE. Bring back some blood. You cannot have a Hell in a Cell match at a pay-per-view where nobody bleeds. It's just ridiculous.
They have eliminated blood because they're targeting a more family-friendly. They're trying to put out a more family-friendly product.
Well, just send a telegraph to Vince.
Why would
And
they do that?
Just put this down. Red turns to green. Let all the wrestlers know.
They actually had a ladder match at the last pay-per-view, and Christian got a really bad cut. And for the first time in pro wrestling, they actually, as if it were like a real thing, stopped the match, and Christian had to get fixed up before they could keep going because they didn't want him bleeding on TV for the whole match.
Oh, my God. So they really are.
They're
going back to
they're
the-
trying to do the family thing real hard.
You got to bring some blood back,
Well,
especially to the
they're-
pay-per-view.
They're going in a different direction than you, Fez. I had no idea this.
Yeah.
They don't want they don't want you. They want the children.
That's what they want. They want kids. And Dave actually was surprised when we went to Raw. He saw the audience is full of kids.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised about that.
And let's face it, Fez, you don't buy T-shirts. You don't buy dolls.
Yeah, you got by the.
It's going to be for the little kids.
I tried to get a Piper shirt that day, but it was...
Nobody knew who Piper was
Sold
when we
out.
went. Nobody knew who he was.
He was hosting. He was the guest host that day. It wasn't
Yeah.
like irrelevant, but they didn't fucking stock Piper shirts that night.
Or since '89.
He's the guest host.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at the
true.
sell the shirts. I'll buy 10 of them.
Well, then why don't you try to go to fucking Knicks and pick up an Earl of the Pearl Monroe fucking shirt when you're over there?
I do. I go old school. I got my Donnie baseball.
Point 4. Bring back managers. You need the managers. You need the Bobby Heenan types. The guys who can talk for the guys who can't talk.
No offense here, Fez, but you don't seem to be saying anything too radical. I really think that none of these ideas are going to be surprising to Vince or anybody up there in Connecticut.
Well, that's why this plan is so simple. It
Yeah,
would
it's
absolutely
too simple.
work. It would absolutely work.
Point 5, bigger ratings.
Point 6, make this 1984.
Larger stars that people love.
Bring back Superfly.
And all the
They
wrestlers.
did.
Point 7, all the wrestlers have hit records on the radio and MTV.
Go back to red, white, and blue ropes. How come they're black now?
Where are you at now?
I'm at point 5. Stop all the stand-up. Every wrestler who comes to the ring, has to do a stand-up routine. Whether it's DX, John Cena, Batista, any of them, they all have to stop and do a stand-up routine. If you want comedy in this thing, I refer you back to point 4. Bring back managers who can get chased around.
Let me just check real quick to see if under that beard it's Larry Zbyszko. What about the old style wrestling? More headlocks.
Oh, God.
Rest holds.
I would say comedy is probably something that is a plus. I mean, I think when wrestlers can be funny, do a funny promo, and then work a good match.
But it's every single one of them.
Well,
Every one of them is so quick-witted. Or at least in their own minds they are. And it's taking away from the show.
I don't know, but what would you want instead?
Like I said, managers getting chased around. Managers getting clobbered. And the crowd's going to pop for this.
Hey, they're chasing a manager.
Look at him running.
Look at him go.
He's so much smaller.
He grabbed his coat but was able to run out of it, which is always my favorite Heenan move. Yeah. They would grab him and he would slip out of his coat, keep going.
Still works.
Point 7, loser leaves town matches.
And finally, point 6, less divas. Less ladies wrestling. Sweet Lord, what a tune-out. They have, about 20 divas now altogether?
I mean, on all 3 brands, they might have upwards. Yeah, maybe around 20.
It's too many. Women's wrestling.
8, wrestling on ice. Skating.
Women's wrestling used to be like a novelty.
Point 9. Stop having them wrestling and just start blowing each other and fingering assholes. Old school.
Point 10, a cum guzzle match.
Larry in New York.
Hey, Fez, do you consider yourself the blowhard of professional wrestling?
I'm just trying to make it great again.
Well, you haven't given us a new idea. That's the only problem with your point system. And I can see you want to have a return to your own personal childhood.
It's like when Andy really complains about not finding a parking spot in New York. Yeah, we get it. I mean, these are just different styles. I have to agree with Sam on this one.
With the ladies wrestling, when you would see a midget match, that used to be a big deal. It wasn't every week, and when you did see one, it was fun, it was exciting.
But isn't it like a cat fight thing where the chicks kind of get turn the guys on? Isn't that the whole point? Her top might come off?
If it was tougher like that, these divas kind of do like an acrobatics demonstration against each other. Like a gymnastics competition. It's not even tough enough to be entertaining when the divas hook up.
Why isn't Hogan's daughter in this thing?
She's pursuing her music career.
Oh, stop.
She thinks that might be her future.
Oh,
I think she could be very successful.
If she was going to have a music career, it would have happened by now.
I think so, too. That last album really did not do well.
If she could body slam a guitar, maybe.
Because I want you to start doing 6-point plans for everybody.
Okay. I will do that. That's my 6-point plan for the WWE.
But the next time you do one, put some thought into it. Prep it up a little bit. Here is Anthony in Jersey. You're on Fez.
Hey, yeah, I guess a couple weeks ago, TNA announced they were moving to Monday nights. Fez, do you think that, with the Monday Night Wars possibly going to start again, it'll bring back the WWE.
You know, maybe if TNA is doing some hardcore stuff, maybe it'll make the WWE compete.
All right, help me out here. Who's TNA?
TNA is total nonstop action. They are the closest competitor. They're not there by a long shot, but they're the closest competitor. They're on Spike TV every week. Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash, they all wrestle.
So
on
it's
TNA.
classic rock. It's basically
Is Fred Jerrickson
a
in that
class.
Fred Jackson Sr.
But they just signed Hulk Hogan, and they are on Thursday nights now, but they announced that on January 4th, they were going to do a special on Monday to go head-to-head against Raw, and everybody's, getting into it like it's the Monday Night Wars again.
Does TNA know that their initials stand for something else?
I think they are aware of the double entendre.
They're funny.
I like the idea of this, though, of see these guys before they die of old age.
Well, yeah, I
Old-timers
mean,
league.
that's why TNA has never really taken off, because they just say, look how big our stars are. You remember from WWE.
Uh-huh.
And
And
then
people are like, wait, no, just go watch WWE.
And then, like Kevin Nash, they stand in the ring. And we don't get a lot of wrestling out of them.
I'm sorry, did you get a lot of wrestling out of Kevin Nash back when he was in his prime?
Never.
He was known for standing in the middle of the ring.
One of
Even
their
Hulkster. Well, he was a pretty shitty wrestler.
One
right?
of their biggest main events on pay-per-view this year was Mick Foley versus Sting.
Oh.
So that's
From the police?
No, the wrestler.
So Mick Foley's with them now?
Yeah.
What kind of money do you think they're getting paid in that league?
Well, they don't get paid as much as they do in WWE, but they are old school in the sense that they tape a month's worth of TV in one shot.
Oh.
So they don't have to travel. They go to Orlando for a weekend every month, and they do their TV, and then they do the pay-per-view, and then they're good.
And that's really always hysterical, because I remember when even the WWE used to do something out of there, and they would just have people from the theme park, and they would not necessarily be wrestling fans. They would have a lot of people just totally confused about any angle.
And there's no such thing as the shade of gray character. You have to have good guys and bad guys, because you have a boo sign and a cheer sign, because nobody knows what they're watching.
I don't understand.
They get handed signs to just hold up.
Yeah, I say bring back the baby face.
But that's what TNA is doing, and people think that now that they're gonna, people want them to go Mondays permanently, because they think that that'll rebuild what we had in the '90s. But I don't. WWE is investing a lot into going family friendly, and they're a publicly traded company. They want to get the big corporations. Vince McMahon wants an entertainment company.
And like you said, Vince doesn't really make gigantic mistakes. You know what I mean? Like he was off kilter a little bit and got caught with his pants down in the 90s, and we're all like, well, that's the end of WWE. He's being outspent. He doesn't have a chance. And he fucking turned that, and nobody would have bet on him at the time.
Everybody thought they were going to go out of business. And
I will tell you, though, the truth, though, a person who told me time and time again when they were at the lowest that WWE was going to win was Heenan. Heenan used to say, and I would see him all the time, and we lived in the same area, and we used to sit, hang around with him sometimes, and he would go, they're a wrestling organization. We're a TV show. We're going to fucking run out of money.
Yeah.
We're just wasting money. He goes, and I don't give a shit. I'm just going to keep putting my checks away, and I hope my neck gets better. He was always worried about anybody touching his neck.
Yeah.
But, even when Vince McMahon does make a mistake, like when he did the XFL, he'll get out of it. Like, he did one season, it didn't work, he was done. He didn't try to, keep it going. He's like, it didn't work. I'm out.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
Yeah.
He really is. Why is he still lifting? He's got to be 70. He's got to stop lifting.
Because he wants to be as big as the wrestlers.
Why?
His hair's getting weird, too, these days. Like, it's way too short.
After Donald Trump shaved him, he got rid of the big bouffant hairdo and just kept it.
The Michael
Yeah, he
Buffer
kept
thing
it tight.
works, though, for him.
I think so, too.
What is his wife running for up there in Connecticut? I saw the ads when I was up there.
I think a senator.
But a state senator, she's not running for...
No,
Connecticut.
U.S. Senate. She's trying to take Chris
Wow.
Dodd's seat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And they were... Her political opponents were all pissed off because they said that she was involved in, simulated rapes and this and that on TV, and they went to YouTube to get all the WWE footage, and WWE had taken everything down.
Yeah, but it should be easy enough from the finance stuff, and
That's what I
it's
would
not
think.
really her fault because she was unconscious there for a while in that wheelchair.
She was in a vegetative state.
Blowhard is here. See if he agrees with Fez's 6-point plan.
I agree with Fez 100%. As an old-time wrestling fan, I remember the old days, and ever since the likes of Freddie Blassie and the Grand Wizard left wrestling, it just hasn't been the same. And by the way, Linda McMahon is trailing in the Republican primary. She's behind. So she really
How
does
far
have a
behind?
chance. There's a front runner I know who's probably going to be the nominee. But she's pumping a lot of money into it, and I think what Sam said is right. They took all the disparaging videos. It's very hard to find dirt on Linda McMahon right now, but she's having some real serious commercials they're running. A lot of ad campaigns.
Yeah,
and,
I caught him up there, and I thought I had a high fever. I was up for the weekend in Connecticut. I'm like, wait, that woman is Vince's wife, and she's not being, entertaining. She's talking about lower property taxes.
They run them in
I'm
West.
like, the WWE's gotten so strange.
Tax match.
Yeah.
They run them in Westchester, and I always make Jess be quiet whenever Linda McMahon's on. Shh.
You make Jess be quiet anyway. So,
it's funny when Fez brought up his points. The thing he brought up, they banned the midgets because they said it was, quote, insensitive. And there was nothing like it when Andre the Giant would take on 5 or 6 midgets at a time.
Well, they'll still bring back a midget to make fun of another wrestler. Like, look, here comes Bret Hart, and it's a guy in a midget.
And it's
how
always
about the Haiti Kid getting branded by Terry Funk? Remember that in the 80s? It was like this racist Terry Funk hillbilly cowboy character.
But
who
it's
would
always
just go after the ring announcer all the time and just totally come out. And, it was just borderline hatred.
it's always the same thing with the midgets, though. It's like, oh, Bret Hart's coming out, and there's no way Bret Hart. It's going to be just a small Bret Hart. Oh, Booker T's on his way. No, he's not. Okay, it's a small Booker T.
He's wearing the same clothes.
That's cute, though.
He's gave the glasses to a kid. This is amazing.
And they put him in the sharpshooter.
Here's my 1-point plan for Blowhard and Fez. They get a DeLorean. They go fast enough to go back to the time that they're happy.
Oh, that's great.
And move on from there.
That works for me because you think of even the rivalries when you used to have like Larry Zbyszko, who you mentioned before, going against Bruno. I think it was pure hate in that. And you'd go to the Garden in the old days, you thought you were at a prize fight.
They were
the
friends.
Glamour and the fireworks going off. It was just basically pound for pound, the squared circle, man versus man. Greatest match ever, Bruno versus Pedro Morales. You're not going to top that.
Go back. They're on the old Madison Square Garden thing. You can't see people moving in the crowd. I can't believe that 20,000 people showed up and would sit quietly and smoke in those days.
They would heave whiskey bottles from the blue seats up from the upper deck because it was really more of an ethnic blue-collar crowd. And when Pedro was the champ, it was all of Bensonhurst up there. And then when Morales got the belt, it was like just Puerto Ricans. And if there was
Same guy,
unpopular
Pedro
decision, they
Morales.
would just throw bottles and it was just almost like a prize fight attitude, as now when you get the giant screens, all the glitz and glamour and the steroids. And I like to see fat guys go at it in the ring and just actually wrestle. And
You can. There's all kinds of leagues out there. All right, thanks, Blowhard. Here's what the part of it I like. Fez wants to get rid of the divas, right? You don't like to watch women wrestling.
Right.
About a week or two ago, he was furious with us that women should be able to compete with men in real fucking sports.
I mean,
why not have a woman shortstop?
The divas are the weaker competitors, but I would certainly not be so drastic as to remove them from the company. I think they do
Particularly when
add.
you're going to get a nip slip.
Yeah.
It's a 7-minute segment. I have a 2-hour show.
The thing is,
I like the divas.
Feels like 20.
A lot of the people who want wrestling to go back to what it was before need to realize that they don't spend any money really on wrestling.
Absolutely.
And it's like, why would they cater the product to people who are they'll watch it, but they're not going to spend any money on it?
Right. You're not a real fan anymore like you used to be. Fez used to go to all the matches. Now he just watches Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
But in the same way, it's like, it reminds me of like a guy will come in and will be watching the kids' cartoons, and he starts to yell at them about Yogi Bear. Oh, that was a cartoon. The Flintstones. You should have seen the size of the eggs this man would eat.
Loose pebbles.
And the kids are like, I'm fucking watching my cartoon. You had your time in childhood. Can this now be mine?
I mean, they got the WWE on demand if you want to watch the old stuff. You could check it out.
Would that be too difficult for you, Fez, to watch the old stuff? Would you just feel too nostalgic?
I would feel very nostalgic, and I would still want the current stuff to meet the quality.
But what is the quality? What are you missing out on?
The quality is it's too bland now. It's too jokey.
When did it peak?
I think it peaked with Piper and Hogan.
So what year are we talking?
So I would say you got to go like 85, 86.
So you think like WrestleMania 2 was the peak?
Not with Bundy.
Well, what was the peak of all the WrestleManias?
I think it was probably, they may have peaked when Hogan, Yokozuna, and Bret Hart.
WrestleMania 9?
You made it just a huge leap.
That was a good one.
People call that one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
Yokozuna? Never even heard of him.
Oh, you'll like this then. There's a thing in the village of Yokozuna ate like 8 of these giant hamburgers at some place, and there's a picture of him.
Never heard of this guy.
That was the WrestleMania where it was the first appearance of the second Doink the Clown from Under the Ring.
Oh, my God.
That's
Doink.
bad.
Yeah.
The Mad Clown. What we should do is one weekend, we'll just sit and watch one of those old ones and Fez could defend it to us. Because I guarantee you, Fez, the reason that you like it better is because you remember it from a young person's eyes when you weren't just attacking anything. As a matter of fact, I remember when you were younger, you were like Sam, and the really bad stuff you would just laugh at. You'd be like, this is great. Look how bad this is.
As wrestling fans get older, they do all say, oh, no, last night's show sucked. And every single week they go, yeah, that show sucked last night. But they'll watch every single week.
Bobby and Queens, you're on Fez.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
Yeah.
I was watching Raw with my little brothers and sisters, and they do in-show commercials like Triple H and DX wearing their T-shirts, and they're telling them, put them on your Christmas list, and scarves and gloves and a whole line of clothing.
That's the DX gimmick now, that they do over-the-top, obvious, I'm doing an infomercial type of stuff. But they are actually selling their shirts and hats.
At the same time.
And they're chasing around little midget Hornswoggle.
I thought we couldn't have midgets.
He's a leprechaun, I should say. That's my apology.
That's much more dignified.
Yes.
Anthony, Staten Island, what do you got?
Hey, Ron. I mean, the wrestling peak like back in The Rock and then Stone Cold and DX. I mean,
My problem
when
is
it was WrestleMania 1.
Stone Cold always made me think of Stone Crab. And I would probably I'd be so fucking hungry.
They should have test marketed that name just to see how it went over with the fans.
Well, I'd be watching, and it would be The Rock and Stone Cold, and I'd be like, man, Stone Crabs and Rolling Rock would be fucking great right now.
Jesus, no, that would be.
Hell yeah.
Why don't I go out to an adult bar like a person?
They don't play wrestling at those bars.
No, they don't do it anywhere other than Fez's house.
Goofy sports.
Derek, you're running Fez. Derek.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you guys kind of already made my point. But maybe wrestling hasn't gotten worse. Maybe finally at the age of 65, you finally matured out of that stage.
Well, here's the thing. After the show today, I told Fez I'd go over his apartment and play some old video game from the 80s like he was Mickey Rourke. And we would just sit there.
Here it comes.
This is great, isn't it? But seriously, you're going to end up in a trailer thinking about your glory days when you didn't wrestle.
When I was the Ram.
Fezzy! It's Ron and Fez.